technique tonight. Hello, hello. What would you like me to learn, Kerwin? What would you like me to learn here at Cat Fun University? I guess I'm by myself. Everybody snuggle in. It's in for a night. Ooh, yes, this is Fun University. If you've never been here, where we do a little teaching. Just a little teaching, a little bit of fun. Just if you like a little bit of teaching, a little bit of fun, and I need nothing. I need nothing. You've got me all set up. Let me go ahead. And anyway, a little bit of teaching, a little bit of fun on paper making, card making in particular. This was not over there. I think Kerwin rearranged my desk. Hi, you guys. Yes, 5K. K5, that works too, Lee. 5K. Don't you like? I love that nickname. I think it's very good. 5K. You sound like a rap name. I don't know what we could call Lee. Hi, Grandma Gay. Hi, Rachel. I'll hit the intro button just a minute. We'll get going. I've got a bunch of stuff right looking at me right now. Hope it'll be fun. I hope so. Grandma Gay, welcome to Fun University's lounge today. You joined the group, and even posted. So you are way in, like a insider. Whatever that means. But we do have a Fun University lounge. I think you guys are all there though. And it's funny, it's on Facebook. Hi, Heidi. How are you tonight? Oh, nice folks, nice folks. Let's get started. I want to get going because I got lots of places, things to cover. Okay, I'm going to get serious now. I need a haircut. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Mary Gunn. Welcome to Fun University. Hello, Mary Gunn. I'm Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of the esteemed, well, maybe not, Fun University, where you are right now. This is Lab, Cards Plus Lab, first one of August. We're going to do a series of cards on easel cards. We're going to go from easy to extraordinary to extreme. We're just doing 3 labs this month. It's how we used to do it when we were a private organization, and I really liked having that last week off. So we're going to do it again. Hi, Kathy and Murph. Boy, we got some big shots in our group tonight. That's fun. You guys are all great. I really appreciate you here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break it down. First one we're gonna do super simple, but I've got some cute cards. I think you're gonna like just an idea or two, as my old neighbor used to say, and he was old too. He's my former and old neighbor. If you get one good idea, the whole book is worth it. So hopefully we can do something like that here, and you will find something, a little nugget of goodness. Here we go. Oh, you got some storms in southern Florida. Oh my goodness, no fun. Okay, the first thing you need to do to make, for me, this is the easiest, we're going to do the easiest basic easel card. If it turned up on Craft Roulette, you would be able to do it almost in your sleep. You could almost have your card in before the show's over. But you take an 8.5 by 11 and you cut it at 4 1/4, and that makes 2 top folding cards. Now you have 2 potential easel cards. It's easier for beginners and just to get things started for all those kind of basics. Since this is the easy easel card, to start with this kind of number. So now we have a basic A2 size card, just like that. Isn't that fast? Then you open it up, and we'll pretend this is the top. This kind of thick paper here. And we fold it right to that crease, that little fold line. And now we've got a bendy top, and that's what we want for an easel card. There are basic parts of an easel card. There's the card base, in which you traditionally fold halfway up. Then you will have a focal point that's going to rest on this part of the easel card, and then you're going to have some sort of stopper that's going to keep this easel card from falling down. I could use a little stopper sometimes in my life to keep me up. Hi, Christina, you're up late again. So that is a basic easel card. And what we're going to do is talk about how to make these things work. You probably have known same kind of things that you're going to want to think about in a regular A2 size card that has a basic focal point right here are going to be things that you are going to want to consider on an easel card. You're going to want to consider the foreground and background, if there's contrast, if the lines are good, if the proportions are great. That is something I did want to talk about, proportion. But generally, you can put just so many different things right here and make it be the stand-up part. Where is an easel card? I have lots of them right here, right? Well, I thought I did. But we're going to, actually, I found this little card and it's a mini slimline and I decided, you know, that would be kind of a cute little easel card. So I am going to make this into an easel card simply by trimming it into a focal point. Let's see. So now I have just a really simple focal point right there. I think I want to cut just a little bit more off. There we go. And so it can go right on there. And then when you do an easel card, you just put the adhesive on the bottom half, and so that when you fold it up, it stands up like a pretty little thing. You can put just anything on this little guy. You can use anything. You can use photographs, you can use recipes, you can use little books, you can use envelopes with tags that slip in and out. So you could make bookmarks. You can use, what other little die cuts? You can use frames. You can, did I say photos? You could even use, I know I'm collecting some of my some of my seeds now, and you could even make it a little present for spring is coming next year and have some little seeds in a little packet for somebody. You could take a beautiful card or a beautiful flower like this, cut it into a part of a flower and make it into a real pretty easel card. So when it folds down, it folds flat, and then when it folds up, the top part pops up and the bottom part stays on. Mini calendars, that's a really cute idea, Grandma Gay. So now this little guy looks a little stark, but you know, it's not the end of the world. So we could put some paper down here, or we could do a little bit of, you can use a jelly print. You could, all those things that you've been putting off in your little stash over there, you could do some blending. You could do some stenciling. Let's try stenciling for just I love gray backgrounds, so let's just do some stenciling. Just to get this show on the road. Okay, where's my, is this gray? Oh, it'll do. It'll do. It'll do, pig. And here's some gray. I'm going to start down here because I know that that's going to have the glue on there, so if it's a little harsh, it's okay. Now see if I can get this. Well, I'm not going to care there. Didn't care a bit, did I? I do try to start with a soft hand and then get heavier as the ink wears out. Just make it a little platy or a little ginghamy. That's a quick little technique, a little background, isn't it? I like it. Couple things that you need to think about. Yeah, that's all right. Is the size of this. It's going to stand up and be kind of on display, and it's going to be the focal point. So you are going to want to make it sure that it has some substance. You wouldn't want something that just has a little tiny thing down here in the corner. So think about that as far as when you're planning something. Like if you wanted to have a little envelope on it, this is kind of a small little envelope just to go like that. So your proportion needs to be consistent with the idea that this is going to be kind of a little a special treat. This guy, he's not quite, I would probably back him on something and make him a little bit bigger. I think he's cute though on there. But I think I'd make him a little bit bigger and so that he would stand out a little better. Here's a little book. Doesn't look good with that background necessarily, but you could put a little book on there. That'd be fine. And then you could write little notes in it, or you could make it detachable with some Velcro. So that could be even a little present. After they got done looking at it, they could just pull it off and keep it for whatever they wanted. You could also, you know, like put little encouraging things in it, and or include things that are skewt. Our Fun University Mary Gun Fun word for super cute, skewt. And so you just need to think of how it looks on the front, yes, but how it's going to hold up. Is it going to hold its weight when, does it need to be down a little farther? Does it need to be up a little farther? What it looks like, not only when it's closed, but also when it's open. So it's a little different, a little extra thing you have to think about. But like this little guy, it could pop up over the top, but that would be kind of bare, wouldn't it? Maybe that's what you'd like, but that would be kind of bare on its own. And if you put it just down here and you pop it up, you're not going to have the dramatic effect of having something stand up above that fold, even though you wouldn't have to. You could just make that just like that. So, I mean, you know, there's as many things as you want to do. It's possible on an easel card. But let's go ahead, and there's a couple little tricks you can do to know where to glue. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit of very used washi tape right there and there. Pick it up carefully. And then I know I'm going to have to put my glue down here. That's my little indicator, because you can't put the glue at the top or your easel card won't fold. And so I do have some little mini slim things. I may go ahead and pop them up on a few other, and then it comes up like that. And then you would just do a couple little, well, we're going to talk about the stoppers, but then you would just add a little stopper, and then you've got a cute little card. And it's an A2 and very, you know, it's a traditional handmade card size. So, but you can make them in different sizes, and I have, and it's a little bit tricky. Here, let's look through a pile of ideas to see if you could use these on an A2. This one, to make this into an A2 or a full easel card, it would be cute if you just cut this little part off, and then you could build this up inside for the stopper. That would be real cute. This little guy, you could cut this part out, and that would be the part for your easel. And then on the inside you could, I don't know. This would be a great little square is wonderful to be in a little easel card to be popped up. Wouldn't that be cute? Will you be mine? A tag is always a cute little one, so that it comes up like that. This is one of my favorites. That's for my white elephant gifts at Christmas. This flower would be very pretty on an easel card. Just to make, what it does, it just makes, it's an upgrade. Just to make a handmade card a little more special than something you could buy. This little guy would make a cute little easel. Very cute. He would be this part would be popped up above it, above the fold. This little card could be, you could take that off and make it part of a easel card. That'd be charming. And even gnomes can be on easel cards. You could cut this out right there and pop him up so that you've got a gnome looking at whomever you sent the card to. That might unnerve them. And then go ahead and look through your little stash. This is a great place to find some things in your stash too. found a little piece of paper that would make a really great background. This little image would make a great little flat up kind of thing. And then I found this little smile and I thought, oh, well, it's kind of like one of those clappers. Take one. But you can go ahead and you could cut, and I found this orange camera too, but you could cut that out and then that would go up too. So just think in terms of, will it hold its own interest if you pop it up? Or if it's anything that is, you can make the size almost the size of an A2. I think it's a little better if it's a tiny bit smaller. But, or you can use any shape, but do think of a size that's going to look good popped up too. So let's see what I've got for you. I've got some things. I thought this was just a card, like a scrapbook card. And I thought, well, that is a cute little pattern. I want to be able to use that. This is 5.5 inches. So if you cut that down to 5 inches, and then allow for a little bit of margin, and a little bit of margin on the fold, just make 2 pieces, and then it's 4 across. I don't know where my little trimmer is. I would do it in front of you, but you can just cut it at 2.5, which makes it really, really easy. You could use 2 different kinds of paper too. Uh-oh, I didn't know Mr. Butterfly was going to be in this picture, but he looks like he is. Okay, so, well, we may change my idea because I didn't realize, I thought that was going to be shorter. Okay, let's do it this way. Maybe that will work and he can be part of the story. I had some more things. Nope, I didn't. Okay. Let's just go ahead and lay it out first. I thought this would be might be kind of pretty to have this great big jungle guy right there and then have him pop up. I don't know about that butterfly. And then we could put this little guy down here. I really thought I had some more of these, but that's okay. We could put it under here. Actually, I had him down here at first, didn't I? You know, while I'm here and I'm messing things up, I may make it tall instead. I like that better. I don't want that butterfly. Okay, so this could be an offset. Oh, I like that better. Okay, we're gonna put him like, look at that little guy. I don't have any of the current little critter stamps, but I have some old ones and I pulled it out and I thought, it's just as cute as can be, and I can handle having something cute tonight. Let's see if we can find something that would go real purty with that. We don't even have to have, we can just build up our layers. I think I'll cut that one, so that could be a layer. There's a little bit of stuff on the side. There we go. We'll just offset it. That'll be cool. This will go down here. We just will do the, and he'll pop up like that, and that'll be cute. No lion, you're the best. Now we have some room up here to add that on. You know, I'd rather have that hanging down with a, let's go ahead and cut that off. Put that on a little bit of a banner. It's nice and crooked. And we can have that hanging down. Oh, that's gonna be darn cute. Okay, so I'll make a little banner. That is really crooked, but it's white on white. I guess we can be okay with that, but not quite okay. Close to okay with that, but not quite okay. We'll have that hanging down, and then we can use this extra for the stopper. Maybe. I don't know. That butterfly's awful cute. So if we put that, let's put this aside. Oh, this is going to be kind of a surprisingly cute card. You like the offset? I think that's kind of a fun thing too. It's kind of a mix of what I had around and a couple new items. Or not new, like brand new bought kind of items, but just found items or stamped items tonight. Oh, that was pretty. Oh yeah, I was thinking about having him pop up, but no. Just say no to ridiculous. This is easy after all. This is the easy week. Didn't he look cute? There we go. Now, do we need... Okay, so if we had him like that, I think that's going to be just fine. We'll add this little guy. I like it. And then a couple little embellishments, and I think we'll be okay. Still want to use the same design principles, the visual triangles of all those kind of ideas. It's no time to sacrifice good design. Yep, I think that's just fine. I think he's kind of a cute little fella. Okay, let's make a mark where we're going to put the adhesive. Under there. Okay. Whoopsie. Reverse. Reverse. And then we're going to just put that adhesive at the bottom because otherwise it won't fold, as we talked about. You can put a secret note right there, because when it comes up, that is revealed on the back, which is kind of fun. He's cute. Then I just need a stopper. Stoppers can be pretty simple. They can, I don't want to get it too terribly dimensional, but they can be pretty fun too. Trying to see if there's something else. Nope, wrong green. If there's something else we could add to this little guy to make it more fun. Pull out my green bag. Some little buttons would be cute. I don't know if I have any. Like a little fuzzy thing around his face would have been cute, but I don't have that all in order. Buttons, here they are. Button, button, who's got the button? Okay, so we could put, the only thing with buttons, of course, is it gets a little bulkier. So you want to find the flat ones that you can. There we go. We'll put that on a piece of a little tag or something, and we'll have something cute. I've got this little piece still. And since we've got that little guy up there, let's go ahead and do another notcheroo. Nachos, nachos, nachos. Mine, mine. And you might want to pop that up on another piece of something. Probably a couple pieces of scrap. Yay, scrap. Let's do it. So that it will actually have a little bit of depth. You want to make sure it'll go through the mail. Let's try one more. This paper is not very thick. But I think I'd buy more if I saw it. I like it. Ah, it's cute. Yay. We like cute. Okay, then we'll add this little hugs. This would be a nice little card to get, wouldn't it? I think when it is a little more dimensional, you can add just a little bit more postage. Just like, why not? Oops, got a little bit of glue. You come to all this work, you might as well add just a little bit more. Whoopsie. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Do I have a... Yes, I do. Mr. Glue Dot. And then, you know, when you're deciding where you're going to put the stopper, you need to consider the angle that the card's going to take when it's open. So if you have it too flat, if you have it out too far out here, the card's going to be very slanty. If you move it too far, it's going to be really up and down, which may be what you want. But if you have it just like, let's see, I think that's kind of a good place, which is close to a third, not quite. But just kind of hold it where you want it, and then you'll figure out where to put it. Here we go. So now he folds down just fine, and folds up just fine. If that wasn't high enough, I could use the button. But since I padded the back of it with 3 layers of cardstock scrap, I think we're a-okay. Yeah, so that's card number 1. An offset little image made big, so when you open it up, it looks like it has some presence. Yep, but you still know where you want to look, right? Maybe a few little more green buttons would be cute. Since I have those out. Did you see that fly? He has been in here for 2 days. I have not. I've told him to leave. I've given him 30 minutes, but he hasn't gone anywhere. He just buzzes around. I don't think he likes living in here. I don't think he likes it at all, but he hasn't settled down long enough for me to grab him and send him out to his home outside. Okay, so don't want to put anything on that fold necessarily. There we go. If we're doing buttons, let's do some buttons. There we go. And we'll leave those to dry before we start playing with it too much. I like it. I like it. I like it plenty good. You know, if you were making, Grandma Gay's smiling, yes. If you were going to write a little something to help your viewer, your recipient, you might want to say, tuck card here or something like here, tuck the edge right here, and then let them know. Because, you know, if you're not a card maker and you get this, you may not understand what to do next. That's card number 1. I like it. Card number 2. Okie doke. Same thing. folded right in the middle, nothing fancy. This is Easy Easel Week. And you always forget to use your buttons. I know, they're so easy to forget. And then it's going to just fold right up here. This is basically 2.5 inches, or yeah, 2.5, maybe a little bit more. It looks like it's pretty far. And then 4 across. So 2.5, basically both. I ended up trying something kind of fun. I have not made this card for real. I made a frame with vellum. So that's going to be my focal. And it's nice and big. So I thought, well, let's see what we can do. I'm going to move it down just a little bit. I think we'll have it right about there. So you're going to have a little more space up here. You could definitely put a little note up there. And now that you have a little more, if you have a little more space, make some more of these big leaves. And I just decided there's a lot of toucans being used right now in the craft world. So I pulled out a very old toucan stamp and fixed them up and thought they might look kind of cute stacked up amidst the leaves. Now the next question is, do you want to have, if you put this one under this part, when you open it up, you're not going to see it. If you put it on the bottom part, it will stay with the picture, but I don't know if we want to. If we have it here, it's going, and we don't glue up here, or no, I guess we can because this whole thing's coming up. Then it will kind of stick out and it'll be kind of groovy. So, or we can, I like the 3Z. I was thinking we'd put them inside, but I don't think we need to do that. So I think we'll just go for it. Let's design our little card focal. If you're into like the ATC, the crafting little cards, and these would be great, a great place to put them. So that might be something. They would make real, especially if you built them up just a little bit. This was an old one, so you can, hopefully nobody will look at it on the back. I'm just going to use, actually I can put glue on this part because it's going to be glued to the base of the card. Or do we just want them kind of all amongst the leaves? They're kind of cute amongst the leaves. I kind of like that. Maybe put him over here a little bit. So we've got a little bit of a zigzag. I like that. Okay. Okay, guys, you have found your home. Pretty crazy about these leaves. I was thinking about these leaves because this kind of leaf has been kind of popular lately. And then Effie did that nice release today, and she has big leaves in it. Oh, I'm definitely pulling them out. But I didn't. You like the little guy behind the vellum? Oh no, I wanted him out. We could always put another one back there. You know what we could put, Kathy, is I did cut out a couple flowers. We could put them in the background. Something like that. Oh, or did I only cut out one? I think I only cut out one. These are a nuisance. But since I crafted way before dies, it's okay. We can cut pretty fast. It won't even matter if the leaves aren't green because he could come out on the side too, couldn't he? Sticking out kind of dimensional-like. That's cute. I feel like we should have some kind of jungle music. Some monkey calls or something. I thought I might put these little flowers amongst the leaves like a vine. I've been pulling so much bindweed out of my side garden. I'm kind of angry at vines. Yeah, it adds a little depth, doesn't it? Maybe something like that. Yeah, it's going to be kind of vine-ish. Okay. He's going to be stuck to the base. That's kind of cool. You like that? Could use some more, I think, but you could make this a shaker too. So that's going to come up like so. You may want to put a few more things. So in that vein, I think what I will do is just add some, ooh, what a mess back here. I think I'll just add the glue down here, and so I can still tuck some things in there. Might even put, you know, you could even put a tag in there to pull out. That would be kind of funky. I thought I was going to have room for a sentiment up there, but nope. Yeah, might add another kind of leaf too going. Yeah. That's a very busy, look how cute that would be. Very cool. See how much it just adds, it just is such an upgrade. And so then I'm going to have, to make the leaves, I blended the 4 colors, Distress Oxides, and then added a little bit of a Close to My Heart green on top of it. And then stamped the little jungle leaves on it. This is 2 layers, but it's not very good there. But I did make these 4 layers. These are 4 layers, and the bottom layer couldn't get the silly things out, so I left them. So that should be my stopper, is the hugs this time. Yeah, sentiment's going to go right here. And it is going to go, and again, you just have to decide where you're going to put, how big you want the slant to be, and just put it where you want it. If you want it straight up and down, just move that stopper in. If you want it real, like a real gradual slide, move it out. But if you want it somewhere in the middle, I'm just going to put it in the middle on this one. And just that little bit did stop it, and then oopsie, golly, gosh, God, darn. Well, that's okay. But I figure if that paper doesn't stop it, that H will. There we go. And then maybe some, you know, some sequins would be good on here. Maybe a couple sequins from the behind. Like I said, you could do a shaker. That would be, I just am not a shaker person too often. They frustrate me. But maybe one up here. But you would only be able to see that when it's closed. So put another one on top. Don't want to make it look like the sequins bird is some kind of bird dropping. There we go. That jazzes it up too, doesn't it? There we go. Thank you guys for being here tonight. It's craft roulette. I just don't teach at all, and I just can't quite quit. I mean, there's a lot of people that do voiceovers and give great suggestions. So I hope that we have just a little bit something different. Like, you know, how many people go and chase sequins? Not enough, I say. Okay, this one's going to take a little bit of doing. There we go. I think this one's kind of cheerful and very fun too. I like it. Oopsie. Here. Oops, wrong glue lid. Oh, you have a lot of shakers or sequins in your stash? Yeah. They're good for that. That's for darn sure. Okay. I thought, you know, you could say two can do it, but I don't have a stamp that says that. But you could do something like, you could put that there. Two can do it. I got this all gluey. But that one's pretty fancy, isn't it? For the easel, easy easel, but it's an easy easel. And so the point is not so much that it has easy easels are just that we have a simple fold and we have a focal point that moves easily. So we don't have to do too many fancy cuts, and we don't have to do anything too remarkable to it to make something really stepped up and pretty darn fun. So I think a little shimmer on their beak would be good. And probably some little white gel, a little bit of white gel pen on the leaves, I think would be a good touch. And maybe a Nuvo drop on their eyeballs. Those will be my finishing touches. Then the last card is already made, so I just get to walk you through it. How many have jungle stamps? Oh, Sharon's here. She's dripping. The infamous Easy Easel. Yes, that's right. But it was one of those things where I was kind of surprised that people would say, "Oh, I've never made one before." Well, if nobody's made them before, I want my group to be ready for anything, whatever that wheel hands them. I am preparing you for battle. Looking forward to tomorrow night. I think we're going to have fun with those three. We've all been together several times, so it's kind of a fun little reunion. This is a number 10 gel pen, which is my favorite. Not acting nice. There we go. Thought I would just add some little highlights. Pretend I'm Monet. This is the Impressionist portion of the card. Me and Claude. There we go. I dolled it up. There we go. I like it. I like it. That's a heck of a lot of fun. I think maybe one more little leaf back and behind there might be really cool because it's kind of heavy over here. But maybe one little leaf sticking back here underneath maybe primo man. Anyway, card number 2. Jungle stamps, you got some. Smurf's got some. No jungle paper. Oh, you've got jungle paper. Rachel does. Yeah, okay. Oh, I know. They need to rearrange that time, don't they, Sharon? And you've got some jungle stamps, Grandma Gay. Well, you guys can just whip up some jungle easel cards. This is the last one. This was like my faux jelly print that I've made, and it was just in my stash bucket. But what I wanted to show you was this guy's pretty big, and okay, just as comparisons, he's little, but we had to build around him. We built around him with a pattern paper, with a frame, with a big leaf, and then a banner. So we built him up. If he were just down here by himself on an easel card, he would be kind of lonely, and it would just not have as much pop or pizzazz. This guy has a lot going on, so it has lots of little birds. So you definitely wouldn't get as much pop out of this guy if you had just used the birds. Even though you could stack them up, that would be cute, and then they'd be popped up over the fold line. But this guy is nice and big, so I just pretty much left him just as is. I didn't think he needed a lot of extra stuff. I thought it was cool that he had some balloons sticking up by himself, and I just had an old die cut frame that I used to pull him together. There is acetate back here, which is, there you can see it, kind of a fun little thing. And what's really fun about this card is he's saying help, because he's going up over and through the windows. And if you've got some teachers in your lives or anything, this is a very small piece or a set of Post-it notes, and that's my stopper. And so help is on the way, and that's kind of a fun little thing. You wouldn't want to make it too thick because it would be hard on the card to mail it. But if you go ahead and just give the poor person who is receiving this, who needs some help, some extra Post-it notes, they can just peel them off and put them on, and then they'll be fine. Does this fit? No, I thought, oh, wouldn't that be cute if that were underneath? But you know, these are just Post-its, so I can put this on here and then put that back on there, and that makes it a little framed. Oh, I like that much better. You just never know what you're going to find on your mask. You got jungle dies. Ooh. Flower stamps plus the ones I bought. Oh, because that darn wheel. I know that wheel. That darn wheel. But you can use anything. You can use any kind of botanicals. You can use anything. You don't have to. You could use books. You can do like the library cards, Sharon. You could do a little thing of books that stick up over that. Wouldn't that be cute? Make it look like a shelf. Oh, I like that idea. And then this little guy just goes right on top. And there we go. Now you've got a little Post-it holder and see how cute it is when it's with the acetate in there. Oh, I think it's darling. So anyway, yep, you could definitely stamp in the corner of the Post-it notes before you give it to them. Absolutely. This is just a scrap off of the faux jelly plate print. So, yay! So we've got 3 little cards. I went jungle theme this week, or at least critter theme, and there they all are. And they're all easy, and they're all easels. And once again, it's just a little bit of an upgrade that you're able to do as a card maker. It just doesn't work when you're buying the card. So, want to say thank you to our patrons. Yes, the planner that we've been working on took a turn today. It's huge. It was a huge turn. Stephen and I were talking about it, and he dissected it, and he made it better. So anyway, we thank you so much. That's for our Club Fund supporters. You guys are going to love it. We love our fun supporters. Oh, you guys need to get in there and vote. Club Fun and Fun supporters. If you haven't voted for the veto, the color veto is like tied. So get in there and vote for tomorrow so we know what we're going to veto. And then our fun friends, we just think of you as our coffee buddies, and we so appreciate you. Next week, we will do extraordinary easel cards. And then the third week, we will do extreme easel cards. I'm not even sure what we're going to do, but we'll have fun. These seem kind of extreme, don't they? Anyway, we do thank you so much for being a part of our world. Fun University isn't nearly as fun without you. Kiss your nog. Blow a kiss to my students, and I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you for joining us. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.